Senator Sam Lotu-Iiga.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, I also rise to support this bill, along with the Minister and the Chairman of the Commerce Select Committee. Mr Speaker, the proposals in the Commerce Commission International Cooperation and Fees Bill are part of the Single Economic Market Outcomes Framework, which was announced to great acclaim last year by both the Prime Ministers of New Zealand and Australia. It's, as already been stated by the previous speaker, it enables greater cooperation between the Commerce Commission in New Zealand, its Australian counterpart, but also, Mr Speaker, other regulators in foreign jurisdictions. I won't traverse over the points made by Leanne Dalzell, but I do welcome the points which have been raised by the Minister in terms of the areas that we need to scrutinise and investigate. But, Mr Speaker, it really is about giving the single economic market between New Zealand and Australia a new impetus. Our ambition, certainly for this government, is that we have New Zealand companies have and can do business as easily in Australia as they can at home and vice versa. Because the easier we make it for these companies to operate in both countries by removing unnecessary barriers, the greater the opportunities for businesses to make big productivity gains and take up new opportunities that will underpin our long-term growth, Mr Speaker. What's important about our relationship with Australia, of course, is not just the types of relationships that we have over time in terms of the Anzacs, in terms of the sporting relationships, but, Mr Speaker, it is also important because for many of our businesses, Australia is the first stop. For many of our businesses which look to expand into overseas markets, Australia is the first port of call. So coming to grips with the different federal and state regulations that are...
Sorry to interrupt the honourable member, but the time has come for me to leave the chair. This debate is interrupted and set down for resumption next sitting day. The House stands adjourned until 2 p.m. tomorrow.